EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Tonight we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I can give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Set now to wrap up a busy week of football. Happy to have you with us. And, folks, we are underway on Monday Night Primetime. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now a run. Here's the rookie from USC. And he'll be out right at the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. Great beginning there under the bright lights of primetime.
Yeah, it takes you back to high school football on a Friday night, doesn't it? When you feel like every eye in the county is on you. In this case, every eye in primetime is on you.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And making the play defensively there, Brandon Eccles. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a second down and 9. Now Stroud. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And he'll get about 6 here before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Stroud out of the gun here. Here's Higgins out of the right side. And he is going to have a Texans first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
First down. A 4-yard pickup.
Marks now on 1st and 10. And we'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Here's a 2nd and 5.
49-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Stroud going to give to Marks. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
It's under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Derek Harmon, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. They set up the screen. Marks. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. And Stroud now to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
On for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground, because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense, because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him. And his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Rodgers going to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
The Steelers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now runs straight ahead with Warren.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
That
one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On to give, it's Warren.
They find some open field here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Kenneth Gainwell.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Kenneth Gainwell.
A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Texans 3. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
1st and 10.
Motion man left is Kirk. And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. On the counter, it's Gainwell. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
A handoff for Warren. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Now a handoff coming left is Gainwell. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. This ball complete to Thielen going across the middle. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
And the Steelers first down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Gainwell is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Throwing is Rodgers. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Rodgers. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. A 5-yard touchdown. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Boswell for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And here comes the Texans now.
They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. An impressive 75-yard punt return. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. It's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Texans 6. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday press it a little bit. This might be the case.
And the Texans, first down.
Here's Stroud. He's got this complete to Stover, the tight end.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Stroud.
46-yard line.
Throw right side, taken in by Collins.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Gain of 6. And the Texans, first down. It's a gain of 6. First down.
Here goes Stroud again. Quick slant caught by Kirk.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
7-yard pickup. Brings up second.
Stroud to throw it.
At the Steelers' 34-yard line.
And one more time, here's Kirk.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line.
That's another Texans first down.
Stroud looking to throw.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Collins. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll look to throw again. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Christian Kirk, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans get a late score here, the final minute of the first half.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it. They're back within a score. It's 8, 21-13. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
That's caught. He gets it out to Austin.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for us Steelers.
To throw is Rodgers. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now it's Rodgers. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Finally, this defense makes a stand. They've given up touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but here they said, we've got to put a stop to that. Good coverage there to force a punting situation and a 4th down.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter.
They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would, and in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority.
Looking to put a drive together.
On the ground, it's March to start the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Up the middle, it's Marks.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now Stroud. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. From the 23, here's the 2nd down and 6. On the run, it's Warren. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves them with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
On play action, now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's Warren.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
They toss it to Warren.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
They'll run it. Warren.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
Throwing now is Rodgers. That is caught. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now run with Warren.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Warren will score. Touchdown, Steelers.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with the touchdown run.
Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. And Stroud now to throw.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 11. And the Texans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Got a man. It's Collins complete.
Complete to Nico Collins.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Stroud out of the gun here. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
3rd and 13.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Looking to put a drive together.
Starting things out with a give to Gainwell.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
First down.
Here's Rodgers. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
Rifles one, it's going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to have it here just past the 25. So potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. He'll air this one out for Kirk. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
And the Texans first down.
Stroud working out of the gun. This one left side caught by Collins.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Marks.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Throwing now is Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete.
Touchdown, Texans.
Nico Collins.
27 yards.
And the Texans get a bit closer.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was Nico Collins who finished it off with a touchdown reception. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
The first carry down. This is Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 46.
They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
This has been a tremendous drive to this point, and this is all you want, playing with a lead in the fourth quarter. If you can keep the ball on the ground, keep the sticks moving, you're going to be in good shape to finish this one off.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
Throwing is Rodgers.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Now Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. And that is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
Stroud.
That's complete. It's Collins.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Stroud to throw it.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Stroud looking to throw. They'll get this complete to Collins.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Here we go. This is fourth down. They'll try it now with Marks. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here's Stroud. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. Now think about this. You got to potentially be careful not to score too early here. Second down.
Second and 7 at the 28.
Stroud to throw it. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet. Now Stroud. They set up the screen. Marks.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
It's a loss of 2 yards. Brings up
fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud. He'll get it inside the 20.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Stroud.
The Texans first down.
Now he's got it.
And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That's another Texans first down.
Here's Stroud.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
The Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Stroud back to throw.
And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Now Rodgers.
That's going to be caught. It's Austin.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10.
Rodgers to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown, and forget overtime. Barring a miracle, they're going to win this thing in regulation. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Boswell for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Makes the score Steelers 35.
Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it's capped off by the late touchdown. It's a 7-point lead here in the final minute of the game.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Gets past one man. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud looks to throw. Checks this down to Marks out of the backfield.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Here comes 2nd down.
2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
To throw is Stroud.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Steelers earned the win at home as we say so long from Pittsburgh.